Happy Star Wars Day! It is May the 4th and I have 3 fabulous tutorials for you guys. We are going to revisit my absolutely awesome May the 4th Star Wars tutorials, and you're going to learn how to refashion some cool stuff and make yourself some absolutely fantastic Yoda cookies too. I forgot to say, sorry, welcome to Confessions of a Refashionista. I'm Refashionista Sherry, and I am here to show you how to live affordably, sustainably, because why? Being eco-friendly shouldn't cost the earth. Okay, got that over with now. You might be wondering, why am I like way in the corner? And, you know, I can just show you. I'm positive some of you must have this kind of issue as well, but I tried really hard to get my Leia buns. I have been working on this side for, way too long. And I got one side looking absolutely fantastic. This side just wasn't cutting it. So I thought, you know what? Okay, I'm just gonna stop faffing around and get to making my video. So today, here we go. Please do let me know, commiserate with me down below if you have trouble doing anything with your hair beyond just kind of leaving it straight down, especially if you have long hair. Struggle. The struggle is real today with the Leia buns. But they worked here, and this is one of the tutorials, my absolutely adorable little character appliques. Hey, I'm wearing my Star Wars pants as well. So let's just get right to it, and I'm gonna go see if I can sort this hair out. Let's start off with my boxy no-sew Star Wars t-shirt refashion. For this ridiculously simple project, all you need is your boxy t-shirt and your scissors. So your first step is to just mark where you would like your shirt to sit on your body. Now, I'm not a super fan of incredibly cropped shirts, so I just marked it kind of at the top of where my trousers sit. And you can use chalk, a pin. I used both, but whatever you have around the house will work just fine for doing your mark. So next, you want to fold your boxy shirt in half. And yeah, this is where, if your shirt has side seams, they come in very handy because you just have to line them up and then lay the shirt on a flat surface. Mine does not have side seams here, so I had to kind of get a bit creative, and I lined up the shoulder seams here, like the collar seams, and tried to get the logo as nicely in half as I possibly could. Then you want to take your mark that you put on, and if you need to move it on over. This is when, if you have a tape measure, it comes in handy. And simply measure there, measure here, and you want to move your mark to the back of your t-shirt. There's just one final little bit of measuring we need to do before we can start cutting here. And you don't actually want to cut all the way across because we want to have those funky ties in the front. So I kind of use my thumb here and add a couple of centimeters, because my thumb is about 10 centimeters. So you want to stop cutting about 11 or 12 centimeters before you get to the front of the shirt. So let's see if I did that right. Ooh, look at that, exactly 12. Awesome sauceum. Okay, we can finally get cutting now. And we're gonna start here at the back mark and go all the way straight across until our stopping mark. And then we're just going to do kind of a gentle half circle kind of shape here at the corner and go straight down. Next, we're going to go in a couple centimeters from the front and chop straight up until we get to 2 or 3 centimeters past our original cut line, and then end off in another kind of curved shape there. Now you could just leave these kind of boxy ends like that, but I don't really like the final look there, so I'm just going to go ahead and chop in and curve around so it has a much nicer look when it's tied. And when you flip your shirt around and lay it flat, you see you have two perfect little ties here. So yeah, let's tie them up. Et voila! My lovely shirt is almost done, but you know what? I think I need to do something else. So let's get cutting some more. So I think I'm going to do something with the collar, and yeah, I'm going to here fold it in half. Again, taking those interior kind of shoulder seams and lining everything up as nicely as possible, as evenly as possible. Okay, there we go. And definitely want to have that A, as it seems to be the center, in the center. That looks pretty good. Pretty good, I think. Okay, so, yeah, where's my scissors? Lost my scissors. 1 second. Found my scissors. Okay. Now, because my logo starts really close under the neckline here, I kind of don't have a lot of space. So, let's just wing this and give it a go and see what happens. I'm going to start just above the A. Yeah, okay. It's already cut, so there's no turning back now. And go, how far should I go? Oh, let's go that far. Okay. How long is that? Let's see. About 11-ish centimeters, or what is 11 centimeters? 4-ish inches, okay. And then right here, under the last seam, I'm gonna chop here and cut out the rest of this. Okay, and the moment of truth, let's see if that turned out or if I just wrecked the shirt. I think it looks pretty cool. Ta-da! I think I'm just going to go along here and straighten that a little bit because it's a bit wonky. But other than that, I think that really worked. That better? Yes, that's much better. Okay, and I think then all I got to do is maybe chop off the sleeve hems so it has more of a deconstructed look, and we're good to go. Now, as much as I loved this shirt, just with all of the cuts going on and deconstruction and everything, I kind of wanted to zhuzh it up a little bit more. So I revisited my tutorial, which shows how to add shoulder pads to a t-shirt. And yeah, that's what I did. For my Yoda cookies, you will have to first whip up a batch of my scrumdiddlyumptious gingerbread. I'll link it down below for you. So something kind of cool that you can do with these fairy, or I guess more traditionally angel cookie cutters, is make some really awesome Yoda cookies. So this is how. So after your little fairies or angels are cut out, you simply grab a butter knife and
off with the heads.
And yeah, remove the heads carefully. And then, you know, do a little bit of remodeling with your fingertip. And you're left with some pretty darn awesome Yoda or Baby Yoda, or I guess Grogu cookies to bake and decorate.
Jazz up a plain garment with my absolutely adorable character appliques.
For this marvelous May the 4th project, all you need is a t-shirt or another Refashionista victim, the groovy character template that's available over on my blog, I'll put the link below, an embroidery hoop, some non-fraying fabric like felt, plus embroidery thread and needle and your scissors. Then all you gotta do is chop out the templates, pin it on your fabric, and cut out your characters. Once you have your pieces all cut out, go ahead and put your embroidery hoop on your t-shirt and then stitch them all on. Once you're happy with how your little characters are stitched on, go ahead and raid your stash for some funky little embellishments and stick on all the details. Success to a certain degree here. Kind of success. This one's a lot bigger and puffier than this one, but I'll take it. I cannot handle trying to twist it up anymore. I hope you enjoyed those tutorials. I actually have a whole index on my site about, all of my May the 4th refashions and everything. So I'll link that down below for you because, there's more over there. And I want to know, what is your favorite Star Wars movie? If you have a favorite, and of course, if you've made it this far, I guess if you're not a fan of Star Wars, you probably haven't watched the video till the end here. I am definitely a fan of the classics because that's what I grew up with, the original Star Wars trilogy, and I will most certainly be binge watching that. Yeah, and as I always say, pop on over to refashionistasherry.com. Everything is over there. I don't have to tell you. And yeah, somewhere in the corners here, this corner, that corner, there's a new little kind of mini cartoon me. If you click that and, subscribe, then you get all of my tutorials for free, which is fantastic. And have a wonderful May the 4th, however you may be celebrating. And until next time, stay safe, stay well, and I'll catch ya on the zigzag.